folks? Back here again for another episode of Bloodborne. Blind playthrough, if you will. But, I've been meaning to think about this, or I've been thinking about this for a little while, but I didn't really give it much thought. Normally, whenever I'm on my blog, I like to post horror manga, pretty much horror Japanese comics, and pretty much haven't done that in a long time, mostly because the horror comics that I'm into, there's not too many of them. At least any new ones. Maybe I'll upload some old ones, not too sure. But I had this idea of maybe making a couple of new characters specifically for Bloodborne that are from some scary stories such as Sleepy Hollow. I think the theme for Bloodborne is perfect for a character like Ichabod Crane. And actually, last night I ended up watching a couple of Dracula movies, like the original Dracula, along with The Daughter of Dracula and Dracula's Son, I think it was. Pretty sure I got those titles wrong, but whatever. But I ended up watching them, and it made me think about how in Bloodborne there are literally vampires here in this game. So maybe I'll make some other characters later on in the game. And actually, what is it? Because for this character, they're more skill-based. I did raise the arcane stat just so I could try and use some of the arcane-related items, but I don't think I'll be using them because the arcane doesn't seem that great to me with what items I have now. But I think if I make Ichabod Crane, it will be more so a skill and arcane build. And then if I make a Dracula build, it'll be more blood tinge and skill. And then maybe I'll even do a strength-specific one. Maybe a Frankenstein build, not too sure. But we'll see. But as you saw with my stats, I'm currently 31 skill with 28 vitality and 25 endurance. I don't know that we'll raise anything up until sometime later. Maybe we'll raise the blood tinge because I really want to use the Evelyn pistol. Seems a bit longer, but it requires 18 blood tinge. I don't know that I'll use the repeating pistol or Ludwig's rifle, sorry. Too bad it doesn't tell you like the range of it. Oh well. Anyway, the last episode I defeated the Great One, I think it was. Oh wait, you don't get the souls in this one, but we got the yellow backbone for Holy Chalice Ritual. So we have a few items for Chalice Rituals. And then, believe it or not, we have a bunch of Bloodstone shards along with Bloodstone chunks, but we don't have Twin shards. For some reason, it's really difficult to come across Twin Blood shards. Oh, before we leave here, I ended up accidentally coming across some dialogue of Gehrman. I was just goofing off and I found him back here. Because he doesn't appear often, but this time... Wait, is he still here? No? Oh, man. Well, anyways. So what he was going on about was... It sounded like he was being enslaved or something because he was crying out for help. Whether it's through Lawrence or Willem or a couple of other people to help him out. And I'm not too sure what it was about. It made it seem like he was going under like some strange procedure, or maybe he was trapped in some location and was like in fear for his life. But well, that dialogue I'm sure you can find elsewhere. If you ever decide to watch Epic Name Bros playthrough, I'm sure he'll have that bit in some of his videos or in one of his videos. But now, after we defeated the Great One, I think we'll continue from there. But let's see. Is it the Advent Plaza? I think that's where the lamp was, if I remember correctly. I was gonna start playing this Sunday, but I got a little busy with cleaning the house and doing some chores, and then with all the stuff that happened here in Las Vegas, it's been pretty hectic, I suppose. But I live in Henderson, so it's not too far from Vegas. It's like a 10 to 15 to 20 minute drive. But I do hope that you guys become a little more aware of that. I guess it's like a really big deal here because it's a mass shooting. So, and it's probably one of the largest, if I remember correctly. They were saying that it's the largest here in the U.S. with a body count of 59 and over 200 injured. So if you guys can, and if you live in like Southern Nevada, California, Arizona, somewhere, please come by and donate blood for those 200 who are still trying to survive, and so that we don't have to raise the body count on that. But anyways, just a quick prayer for those folks, because they're important. It's just people enjoying a concert, and they were fired upon. But I hope that those who have passed on rest in peace, and I hope those who are surviving get to live another day and not feel pain. Okay, anyway, let's move on. I'm not too sure what to expect here. I think I see something moving. It could just be the environment, but I don't want to get ambushed. I'm going to turn the volume up to my TV real quick. Someone's sitting there, but there are all these bodies of people and children. They're all wearing that like cage thing on their head. Maybe this was like a was this like an entire like school or like cult of these people? I feel like they were all used to try and beckon that creature, the Great One, or beckon the moon, I suppose. But I do see somebody. Maybe we can interact with them. Woeful nightmare. That is all thanks to kin of the cosmos. Nothing but foul spirits here. Metamorphosis. What is metamorphosis? What does that mean? Can we get a closer look at them? So it looks like they're still alive. Unless they're just like dead, but they're not well, like they're not as dead as these guys. Because these guys look a little more skinnier, where this looks like he was recently deceased. But I don't see anything else in here, so I guess we have to interact with whatever this is. Inspect mummy. Nightmare lecture building. Wait, does this mean we're in a nightmare? Not too sure what to expect from all this. The cage? What's in there though? They look like larvae or something like that. Nothing back here. There's some things wandering around, but what are those? move a little faster than some of the other enemies, like in Castle Canehurst. Unless something triggers them. Can't move that fast, I suppose. I do have a long range though. Really odd movement. Kind of slow, but it could be very unpredictable if you're not careful. I don't know that they can one-shot you like some of the enemies. Before fighting the Great One. Oh. Is there just one of you? Can't lock onto it. Which just means I have to wait until I pick that item up. There's only one, but sedative. Why are they gooey like that? Maybe I should equip those. I should have them, yeah. I don't know. I've never really come across anybody, or rather, I haven't come across too many enemies that cause frenzy. There's only like a couple that were in Cathedral Ward that had like a stick that would cause frenzy. Closer? Guess not. Okay, they can shoot stuff at me. Maybe that's what causes frenzy. How far does that reach? Oh, that's quite a bit. Door. That lead to a bunch of other ones? Oh, if it's considered. Not too sure how I feel about this. Can I do anything here? Doors, couple of corridor areas. That looks like a trap. That is a trap. And this is nothing. What heat trough? Okay, it's one of those big guys, but something about them. Okay, so it looks like we have a lot of entryways to go through and whatnot, but weeks ahead. Alright, I think the first thing we need to do is deal with some of these guys so we can explore around this lecture hall, if you will. Oh. Okay. He has a lot of health. More so than... Fall down. Oh, hey, at least we can get some twin bloodstone shards from these guys, though. I should have just parried him. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I mean, come on. There's a ladder to go downward. Looks like we have a lot to explore here. Oops, wrong. I'm so used to playing Dark Souls, so forgive me if I make a mistake here and there. I'm actually quite glad that I remembered to use the L1 to two-hand my weapon here. One guy's looking in my direction, but the other is not paying attention. I think there's like two over here? Or is it just the one? Yeah, there were two. Hot dang. Blood chunk. Stone. Alright, so it looks like we have a number of locations to look through. Two of which are on that side, but then there's the ladder over here. Oh. Yeah, item waits ahead, but what else does? And this here lecture hall. See a phantom. And I hear something, I just don't see it. There's like a light. Oh, okay. That's one. I'm assuming there's another one somewhere. Woeful Rune. Oh, it follows me? Okay. Time for communion. That's all thanks to Rune. Wait, what? Which communion room? Oh, okay, so it might be another communion room, or having more blood vials really helps. Hold up. feel like it's a trap. Okay. What does this one say? Despicable inquisitiveness. This is a fine note. And so is this one. Wait, it says woeful though. Okay, so I have 1, 2, and 3 vials. I think we just had the 1 and 3, and we didn't have the 2. I should have probably looked. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's really anything else around here. But we might go downstairs. Take a look. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Maybe I can get it. Don't see anything else. Can't interact with anything here. Can't lock onto him.
Oh, this cannot be. You cannot be. Oh, how did this come to pass?
Big for life.
Now, wait just a moment. Do you think ill of me? Me?
What did you do?
Indeed, I should think not. I shared with you a thing most secret. Now you're witness to a miracle, and all the stronger for it. You should appreciate it, if you've a grain of gratitude in you. Yes. Appreciate it.
Okay.
No matter. Such details are trifling. We're fast friends by now. Let this express what words cannot. Oh, doubt me not, sweet compeer. What is friendship but a chance encounter?
So I don't mean anything to you, and we're just chance encounters. We're not real friends at this point.
Ah, well met. My apologies, but I feel a profound thought occurring on the good grace of a certain God and the way he meted out his love. Ah, well,
Certainly looks like Patches and sounds like Patches. Well, look by, you know, his head, but obviously not the rest of his body. So, sounds like we had a couple of friends wandering around. But he gave us, there's a lot of ruins so far that we've come across. Okay, so we have this one that we got, I believe, in the Forbidden Woods, and then we got this one just now. Did he give us? Yeah, he gave us a gesture. Let's see. I beg for life. Please, please, no, no, no. I guess so. What does this one say? Oh, I can't wait, hee hee. Wait for what? Remember common sense. Common sense to what? I don't see anything. But I'm pretty sure there's tons of fun tricks and all the sorts. Beware of ambush indeed, but where's it gonna come from? Wait a minute. Before I come down here though and explore, I should really look at all those rooms up above. Because we have this door to go through, but I don't feel like I should go through it just yet with all its purple mist. So we will explore this area real quick. Nothing above, but nothing below. Dear pale blood. What does that mean? Three third chords. What's that supposed to mean? What is that? There's a lot of experimenting going on, but what are those? Are they babies? They don't look like babies. And they're in cages and there's 2 of each. I'm not too sure what this means. But what? Oh, there's another note. The nameless moon presence beckoned by Lawrence and his associates. Pale blood. Pale blood. Is there any other notes around here? Or is it just the 2? Three-third chords kind of just makes me think about 1/3 of umbilical cord. And we only have 2. And they each have a slightly different second paragraph. Every great one loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The 3rd umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Provost Willem sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one, by lining his brain with eyes. The only choice he knew, if man were to ever match their greatness. So it looks like the 1/3 of umbilical cord is like, they have holes in them and it looks like they're like tiny eyes. And I guess that's what Willem was trying to go for in terms of No Mercy for Healing Church. Pretty much, because I mean, if it weren't for the Healing Church, probably none of this would have happened. I'm just guessing, but that's just how I feel. That's probably what happened. The Healing Church went and did something. Seems like Lawrence is kind of like more so the provoker here in terms of creating this world of strange occurrences. Nothing here. Nothing on the ceiling. This does lead to another room. Or is this... Okay. Oh, okay. One of my notes. Wonder which one it is. Doesn't seem like there's anything special here, but this room has some significance, I suppose. Otherwise, why would you have it? Unless it's to, like, hide something. Oh. I didn't know you could actually Break it. Hunt the great ones. Hunt the great ones. Why do I want to hunt the great ones, though? I don't understand. Do they hold something dear that I need? Hang on, let me check the other room real quick. Maybe there's something else. There's one note. And there's that note. There's nothing here. But small corpses. I don't know what the heck these are. Maybe these are the babies it was talking about in terms of, oh, what is it? One of the great ones losing its child. Maybe the white ones are its child, but what are the red ones? What are those? I'm not too sure. Not too sure what to think about all this now. Like, all the, you know, scientific stuff that's been going on. Treat master with care. Here's the map. One. Oh, there's a lot of them. Is there any reason for me to even be in here? Master William was right. Evolution without courage will be the ruin of our race. Well, he didn't talk. The only time we ever heard him was in the cutscene when we touched Lawrence's skull in the Vicar Amelia boss room. Master Willem was right. Evolution without courage will be the ruin of our race. Evolution without courage? Where is the courage even coming from? That doesn't... So there are a bunch of these guys. If we enter one of the doors on the other side, we'll be ambushed by all these guys. And I don't think there's anything else of significance in here. I mean, there's the other door, and one enemy I see. So I guess we can take a look around real quick. See what's on the other side. Maybe another note will appear. Because, yeah, they're all just sitting there. There's another door, too, that I see. Okay, so they're all here. And it looks like they're just kind of just lounging around, maybe waiting for a lecture, but I'm not too sure. I mean, this is the lecture hall, so... Okay. I was like, we can't lock onto him just yet, but he saw us, or he was activated. Scholar. And none of these guys moved? Huh. Too bad I don't have any, like... Do I have any? I got 3. I don't know that it'll take care of all of you. Okay, now we're back here from the entrance area where we started from. So I guess we do have to go down, but let's take a look around to see where we might get ambushed from. And so far I don't really see anything that would ambush us unless we entered those lecture hall room doors. Huh. They have no idea where... or why that note would appear. Oh, it's a phantom. Like, oh, damn it. Dig nabbit. I don't see anything, but... Remember charges now. And there's no other door here, correct? No, there was, I think. It was for... Wait. No, that's not a door. Did I pick something off of you? I think I did. Yeah, it was the stone chunk. No other note here. Alright. I guess we'll go downstairs before we enter that doorway with purple smoke. Not too sure what y'all are trying to say with that, but hey. I'm sure I'll find out sooner or later. I don't see anything else that we need to take a look at. Hopefully we don't die. I mean, it seems like these enemies are pretty easy, but there's probably going to be a lot of them, which kind of indicates that the more the merrier. Let's see. This note mentions, remember common sense. And this one talks about beware of ambush. And I think it's in here that maybe, if I remember correctly, this should lead to... Actually, I have no idea where this... Oh, a lamp. This area should be safe, I imagine. I could be wrong, though. I don't see or hear anything. And there are more of these cages. But this one's kind of separated. In fact, they both are. One side has that, but maybe the other one has the great one inserted in there. Alright, so if we die, at least we'll be here. They'll probably bust out of that door, huh? Common sense. To look up. Nothing here. This is actually a good area to funnel them, so you don't get ambushed on all sides. We have a door all the way at the end over there to get to. I don't know. Actually, where I'm at, it's like daylight still. It's only 5:36, but... Ugh. I feel the tension building up, and I'm just like, oh gosh, I'm probably gonna die. I'm gonna get spooked. Inquisitiveness. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Inquisitiveness. Well, now you've got me wandering. Hola! Nothing above. Nothing below. No notes, just a lot of jars and cups. Strange jars. Like experimentation jars or something. What does this say? Beware of man beast. You mean that guy that fell down earlier? Because, yeah, we shot him and he fell down from the ceiling up there. Unless there's more, but I don't think so. We'll try and sneak up on him. Hopefully they're not like, bell ringers or anything like that, where they just end up calling the whole horde. There's 2 items to look at. Snatch over there. 1, 2. Eyes on the prize, folks. Were you in a chair? Looks like it, but the chair's busted. Student uniform. Looks like we have... Is it a hunter? Or is it a student or instructor? Lecture theater key. We have 2 student uniforms. Uniform of the students of Bergenworth, a bygone institute of learning, features a thick cape. The Healing Church has its roots in Bergenworth and naturally borrows heavily from its uniform design. The focus not on knowledge or thought, but on pure pretension would surely bring Master Willem to despair, if only he knew. And we have the student uniform. The alternative lacks the thick cape. The same thing, but it doesn't have the cape, and it does have fewer defenses, but it's arcane, or not arcane, beasthood defense is higher, and its blunt strike, blunt thrust, and blood defense is weaker, but every other stat's the same. Okay. Then we got the key. Lecture theater key. Key to the lecture theater and the lecture building. Today, the 2-story lecture building is adrift in the nightmare, but once it was a place of reflection where scholars learned of history and archaeology. Perhaps it still is, as the students in the lecture theater appear to await the return of their professor. Okay, so all of the creatures, all the students, I suppose, are waiting on their instructor or their teacher. Who might that be? Where does this lead to? Okay, so it leads all the way back here. So I guess you can say this is the easier route to take in order to get across down the hallway. But I feel like we missed something. Okay, no traps. None that I can see anyways. It's just an empty room? No, there's a chest. Wait a minute. Time for feasting? Red jelly? What is red jelly? Material used in a holy chalice ritual. Stillborn infants born of a creature of unknown origin, of the type found in some corners of the old labyrinth. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't really get to read the yellow backbone. Special body parts collected by the Healing Church. What was this gruesome bait used to lure? The additional rotted offering beckons ungodly forces, normally terrifying things, but also worthy prey for a special hunt. Huh. Red jelly. Stillborn infants. That's pretty disturbing if you think about it. Very disturbing. But I guess we don't really have to wander down here and go through that lecture hall. What's this though? That's one crazy thing about this now is like you notice in a lot of like locations they want you, like there's a door nearby where you first enter and you can't open it because it's open from the other side. But in this case, it seems like a lot of the locations and everything, you can just wander in and everything's fine. Oh yes, of course. But we can't shoot you, we can't lock onto you. So we'll just run on by. Just one hit. What do we got? Madman's knowledge and more madman's knowledge. Mighty fine. But I don't know. I don't think I'm really that strong as a character. Although I have a +8 rifle spear and it does do 149 plus 127. What is that, like 16? 276. And what is 219? What's in here? So we have two doors. Open door to outside. Hang on. If this is outside, what's the one on top? What does that one lead to? Wait. Rolling is effective. It's always been effective. Where does that one lead to, I wonder? Because obviously anyone who... I'm not saying a lot of people are dumb, but there are a lot of people who don't think. There is... Where is it? Is it this? The door to outside. Okay. Nightmare of Mensis. Are we gonna see... Wait, there's no lamp? Alright, I guess we can... Hold up. Whoa. I look really angry. Oh shit. No way. A woman doing despicable things. Where am I? I think I have claustrophobia. I assume that's her. That is not her. Okay, hold up. So I came out of that cave. Doesn't seem like there's anything really around here. And the sky is dark. I don't see the moon at all. But I do see that. Nightmare of Mensis. Who's Mensis? We'll just move along. Maybe you can get a visceral attack on him. Although I feel like this might be an ambush because he's kind of in an open area. so now I'm kind of expecting something. I don't see anything though. No item. You're actually a strange looking creature. Almost like a werewolf, but more lean. Are you a greyhound? Heh. Nah, nobody? Oh, that's okay. I know I don't have good jokes. I see that. Where's the sinister shit? Oh wait, I don't get those things. Aw, what? Or do they just like spawn somewhere else if I quit and save and come back? Beware of frenzy. Good thing I put those sedatives on. But where are they going to attack from? Obviously the item's there, so I imagine an ambush tactic. Fear madness. Huh? Is it gonna do it again? No? Is it a time thing, or is it when I walk out in the middle like that? Excuse me. Okay, so it does do that when I'm standing out and about. And I saw a torch somewhere, so some enemies nearby. Oh, what the fuck? What is that? That's the frenzy. Okay. Save place is effective. This will attack is effective. Okay. So something in there is causing me to get frenzied. Time for cooperative and maybe good, and may the good Lord guide you. Remember arcane? What does arcane got to do with anything? Should I raise my arcane stat? Even though, let's see. There's only like 5 items that are arcane related that I could use. Don't really care for this one. I mean, it's cool, like it's badass, but it's not that cool. But this, because this is scales with blood tinge, this scales with arcane, so does pretty much everything else. But I mean, this has an S ranking in arcane, and so does the tiny Tonitrus. And actually, I think even the original Tonitrus does. It's not a requirement to have that, but I feel like it would scale with arcane. This definitely scales with arcane. Arcane, skill, and strength. So I guess Ludwig's Holy Blade is a really good weapon if you have a variety of those things. Skill and arcane, which is kind of strange. It's an old weapon, but I guess it could scale with arcane. I don't know. Just seems odd to me. So where do I go from here? That's my question. Do I just go over to this? No enemies. Oh, what? So these are dark beasts then? It's just like Parl, but not a skeleton. And uses a torch to... I don't know. None of this seems to make sense to me right now. There's an item there. Way to lure a new player, guy. See if I can see anything even. The torch over there, it could be part of the landscape, or it could be an enemy. I see someone on the other side of that, so it could be just a regular torch sitting there. Why does it do that? Hang on. Let me see if I don't have anything that prevents frenzy. 14, 10, 14, 19, 2, 3, 12, 13, 13, 32? Holy crap. I might have to look like an idiot for now, but hey. 56, 60. I was like, I bet that the Grave Robe doesn't even do that much against Frenzy. And what is it? Wasn't it Ashen? $20, $26, $28. Ashen seems to take the gold here. 30. 30. Don't really care for the Ashen leggings, but that's okay. What is... So this is 32. Where's the 19? Well, here we are. Really? You're just not gonna fight? Okay, so yeah, that torch was... Alright. So wait, where would the sinister woman, the woman ringing the sinister bell be? I don't... I don't know. Maybe I should just run past everything. As bad as that sounds, because I don't get to see what's going on. Echo still there? Hmm. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, you can knock them off. Throwing boulders, are we? Holy crap. I'll probably stop here in a moment. I gotta let my dogs out. Oh my god, this mask is horrible. Wait, did I miss something back here? No. It levers further up. Oh, I knew I should have stopped after that last attack. I just knew it, but I went crazy. Just went a little overboard. Come on in. I wonder why that happens. I don't quite understand that. Hang on, pepperonis. Pepperoonies. Pepperonis. Where are my echoes? I don't see them. That's no matter. I gotta do this quick though. Come on, attack me. Oof. It looks like we got one more over there. Wait until the frenzy goes down and then we'll go a little further. And hopefully there's a bell. If not, then we'll probably just hunter mask back. Oh yeah, I need to read that when we get a chance. If we get a chance. Come on. You're not gonna come after me? That works. What is this? Moon waits ahead. Lure is effective. Remembering footing, therefore friend is effective. At least we found a lamp. Beware of hunter. There's 2 levers here. What does this one do? Oh, okay. What about the other one? Okay, so neither work. That's okay. We will just return to the Hunter's Dream and call it a day. Pretty interesting. Actually, it's never been mentioned of a nightmare in this game so far. It's only been mentioned of... what is it? The only thing that we've ever heard that has been mentioned is... what is it? Just the dream, but I guess it's kind of like obvious that there would be a nightmare to the dream. Because I mean, those are the only things that you do when you sleep, is you either have a dream or you have a nightmare. And even so, like some people, they don't remember their dreams. It's not that you don't have a dream, it's just you can't remember a dream, is from what I've been told. But for me personally, every now and then, I'll have a dream and I'll remember it. But most of the time, it's just pitch black, there's nothing to it. But, oh yeah, we got a lot of runes today, I'm surprised. Where is it? It said I. That's the first one. More items from fallen enemies. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. A transcription of I, as spoken by left behind great ones, allows one to make additional discoveries. I symbolize the truth Master Willem saw in his research. Disillusioned by the limits of human intellect, Master Willem looked to beings from higher planes for guidance and sought to line his brain with eyes in order to elevate his thoughts. Huh. I don't know if we've ever gotten Moon before. No, we have Moon, yeah. I think there's like probably 3 of each, maybe? Because I feel like we're going to get Clockwise Metamorphosis plus more, because we have this one already at plus 10, and this is plus 15. This is one we just got. And same for Communion, how we can carry more vials. We haven't gotten a Formless one, Formless Jodin. This is actually, I believe, from when we were in Cathedral Ward. Then we have Claw Mark, Blood Rapture, Air, Lake. We have 2 Arcane Lakes, but we only have 1 lake and 1 Dissipating Lake. We have the Deep Sea, Clear Deep Sea, Moon, Eye, 2 Beasts, and we have 3 Covenant related runes. But maybe we'll do a little more. Oh, hang on. Let's see if Garaman's here today. Not today, but at this point in time. Wait. Oh, all's well. look around elsewhere real quick. He's not in the house. I don't expect him to be around here, but thought I'd look around just in case. Because, I mean, I feel like he'd be somewhere around here. These are all just regular notes. And there's always these damn specters. I'm assuming you guys are trying to fight the plain doll, but why? Why? What would she ever do to you guys besides be good to you and talk to you? Doll is a good waifu. Unless you're fighting Gehrman. Alright, so he's not here. Well, guys, I'll catch you on the next stream. I plan on trying to stream a little more since it's October, you know, All Hallows Eve and all that fun jazz. But I'll try and catch you guys on the next stream. Maybe we'll go a little further into the Nightmare of Mensis. And I don't think there's anywhere else that we need to go that I'm aware of. We've already been to the Unseen Village and explored all of there. And I think pretty much the Nightmare of Mensis is the only thing that we can continue with in terms of the story to try and see where all this is going. But if I don't see you guys tomorrow or within the next couple of days, I'll catch you on the next stream. You have yourself a great week.